What's going on, you guys? Tristan Montgomery coming to you today on today's episode of Commute Chronicles. Man, excited. I want to make sure that everybody can hear me okay because I don't have my headset in like normal. But at any rate, I wanted to make sure to continue to give content as promised on this page. If you're seeing this either on my Facebook page, YouTube, or a blog, again, my name is Tristan Montgomery, sales professional as well as entrepreneur. If you're on this page, you either know me personally or come across it through business and or just searching for some good value. So with that, what you get on here, tips and strategies to be able to take not only your sales career or your current career to the next level, but also strategies on how you can do it online and offline. But today, I'm going to be talking about more so mindset. I know one thing about Commute Chronicles, because I do this coming right out of the office, it's usually based on something I may be going through personally or something I've experienced with somebody. And today we're going to hit on a topic that is just really on my mind. Like, I've been thinking about it, the last couple of days, is just making sure to not let other individuals, situations or their whatever they may be going through affect what you're doing. We all have those people around us, man, that if this core set of people, like I got a couple people like this, it may be your own relatives, it may be spouses, it may be kids, that if they're not doing okay, it knocks you off your game. Like, it knocks you in a place where you feel so, I guess, you feel so helpless that you just think about it all the time. And with me being, in sales and especially what I do on a day-to-day, like and a lot of people can attest to this too, if you work in sales or you work with people, is that they don't want to hear about what's going on with you. They don't want to see or hear about what's going on with you personally. You know what I mean? Like, they don't care what's happening at home. So you got to make sure to not let stuff infect what you need to do. And this is something I battle with, guys, because with certain people, not because I've been in sales and I feel like this, is that when you're in sales and you're talking to people, you eventually, especially if you've been doing it for a while, you get to the point where you can actually have a conversation with somebody and not let it affect the next conversation. What do I mean by that? You may talk to somebody who is A, not trying to hear what you're saying, or B, not trying to get the value or the information that you're trying to convey. And as a result, the conversation may not go all that great. And the minute that you get off the phone, you have to hit reset before you make that next call. You have to hit reset. It's like a quarterback making sure to forget his last interception before he goes out for that next offensive drive. You got to be able to do that in sales. But when I talk about not letting other people's situations or issues infect you, you got to make sure, of course, to have the compassion, but you got to remember that you have something that you need to do, and you can't get knocked off your game. One thing about personal services and sales is that people expect you to be operating at a certain level. They expect you to be excited. They expect you to be positive. They don't expect you to have a different demeanor than they're used to seeing. And a lot of what we do, because a lot of times it's the passion, it's the tonality that we have when we talk to individuals that's actually conveying to them. A lot of times it's not the facts that we're telling them, it's the passion in which we do it. So with that being the case, you can't let things affect you, especially if it has nothing to do with you. It's compassionate and how much we love one another and people around us. We have to make sure that we stay on our games. I'm in a position now that I can't let things affect me in a certain way because I can't get off game production wise. Like, I can't. I'm not in that position. Like, my family needs me, my wife needs me, my kids need me. So I have to make sure that no matter what's going on personally with me or other people around me, that I don't let it infect into my mind. That I make sure to stay positive. That I make sure to stay focused on the goal. To make sure to stay up and excited as much as I can, and just make sure that I control what I can control. Guys, we have so many people around us, man, that we care for, that we love, and sometimes, we can get caught up in what they may be going through. And I'm not saying don't be compassionate. I'm not saying don't listen. I'm not saying, don't be there for that person. But what I'm saying is the second that you let it affect what you're doing, now you're putting whatever the reason is that you're doing what you're doing at risk. Now you can't perform at your highest level, and now there may be an extra meal you don't eat. That may be an extra outfit your kids don't get. That may be a bill that may be late. It's so many different things that happen as a result of getting off game. And I'm telling you guys, it's a constant battle because we are designed to help love and care for one another, but we got to make sure to not get off game. Don't let other people's whatever's going on with them affect what you're doing. You got to make sure to stay focused. You got to make sure to stay consistent. You got to make sure not to slip, because I'm telling you, people, and I'm talk about personal stuff too, but even people going through things, you never know how long they're going to be going through that. You don't know how long it's going to take them to be able to go over that mountain or get over that issue or get past that challenge. So it's like, do you want yourself and your family and your goal to be at stake the whole time while you are only thinking about what they're going through? Guys, again, I'm speaking from personal experience here. Just make sure to stay focused on what you need to do and completely be there for people, but don't let it affect you to which it takes you off of what you need to do in your mindset, guys. So I hope you got value out of this, man. Commute Chronicles, man, I'm excited to be back. Love coming up on Mondays, man, coming out the job and hitting the road and putting in some value, man. I will make sure that I'm uploading, as you can see on my YouTube channel. I'm uploading the episodes. Haven't got them all caught up yet, man, but I'm getting there. And as always, if you are somebody that's taking a look at this and you may not be in sales, or you may not have the flexibility that this type of industry gives individuals, whether it be direct sales, home-based, face-to-face, belly-to-belly, whatever the case may be, and you want some additional income, you want some things to happen for you beyond what has been happening for you up until this point, feel free to reach out to me, comment more information below. Let's have a conversation, especially if you're in the Fort Worth area, because we are literally right now expanding what we're doing in our side project to a couple of key families right here in the area, and love to have a conversation. So I definitely appreciate all the love, the comments, like, share, follow, blog, YouTube, all that. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. But again, make sure to stay focused on the focus. Do not let other individuals' influences mess with what you got to do, man, because at the end of the day, you have to do what you need to do, and you got the mission to do what you need to do not from them, but what you know to be true. So with that being the case, man, see you guys in the next episode. As always, have a great and prosperous day, great and prosperous week, great and prosperous month, but most importantly, have a great and prosperous year. This is Tristan Montgomery saying I'll see you guys in the next video, and God bless.